everyone, it's Daisy and thanks for pressing play on this video. It's just to give you a chance really to listen to me talk about the blog topic today rather than just reading it. So you're welcome to do both, welcome to do one or the other, whatever suits you. Anyway, what I'd like to blog about today, and something that I'm definitely very aware is very controversial, which is why I've done a video so you can actually hear my point of view rather than just read it. I'm doing a 7-day intermittent fasting challenge just to really reset my body, reset, your mental patterns, stuff that you do habitually day to day, just try and get it really back under control. The weekend the weekend that I've just had really proved to me that I can do a lot more. I'm stronger mentally than I realise, so I really want to challenge that and, try and push against it in a good way, in a positive way. So anyway, I faced a lot of skepticism with this. People hear intermittent fasting and only hear the fasting part. For some people that screams eating disorder. I just want to put it out there, it's really nothing to do with that. For someone who's been on both ends of the spectrum, I can tell you that someone with an eating disorder probably is not paying any attention to someone talking about intermittent fasting. It's an internal problem, it's not an external problem. So me saying I'm doing this should really not be a problem. If it triggers any problems with you, please go and seek support, message me, that's fine. I don't mind talking about it, I'm quite happy to talk about it with you. But don't put anyone down who's trying something, trying to pursue a better way of looking after their body. Because at the end of the day, this is just an experiment for me. I'm not going to go out and do this every day of my life. It's 7 days. Anyway, so I'm just going to go over the physical and mental reasons for why someone would fast for so long, for 19 hours of the day. I'm only eating for 5 hours of the day, so that doesn't sound like much. I'm managing to fit in 2 meals and a few snacks, so not doing too badly. So physical reasons. Your body produces a hormone called ghrelin, which is an appetite hormone, and that hormone is often misread due to people eating nutritionally poor food, so things like fast food, junk food, your low fat, sugar laden cereals, all of that kind of crap, and that messes up your hormone response, and it's telling you you're hungry when you've eaten loads of food. So are you physically hungry? No, you're just desperate for nutrients. Your body is asking for vitamins and minerals. So when you're fasting, you are forcing your body to, reset itself, tell you when you are really truly hungry, and you can feel in your stomach, yes, I do actually want food. What is it? And over time, it's going to get easier for you to work out what you want. If you are short of, a certain mineral or a certain vitamin, you'll probably find you're craving certain colour foods. So, your greens if you're looking for vitamin K, calcium, whatever. Or maybe you're craving protein, so you're desperate for some chicken. Not KFC maybe, but maybe that's how it comes about. You're craving KFC. Have you had enough protein? So that's a physical reason for it. Mental reason, obviously, I'm very OCD with patterns for everything, and this obviously boils down to food sometimes, but it's mostly everyday life. So to have your normal eating pattern taken away is a real challenge mentally, and that's cool. I really like that, and I feed off that kind of energy. Especially for, there's a lot of people around that will say, oh my god, every day at 11 AM I must have my cup of tea and my 2 biscuits, and that becomes a habit regardless of whether you're thirsty, whether you're hungry, it just happens. So having that taken away for 7 days and put on something completely different gives you a whole new dynamic to try, and that'll tell you if you're hungry, that'll tell you can go for 2 hours without having food, because you can. Everyone can, even people with really weird blood sugar levels can. I mean, my blood sugar levels are awful, and I know that I can still go for 24 hours without food, as long as I've eaten decently beforehand. And that brings me on to the other thing as well. Physically and mentally, there's really good benefits of doing a fast. However, I would not recommend this to anyone that I train, purely from a basis of you have to get your food patterns and, everything you do already very healthy before you start messing around with it. Because your body needs to have a good store of the nutrients before you start. So there's no point in doing this after a binge because your blood sugar levels will be all over the place. There's no point in doing this if you don't already eat very much anyway, because your body will be malnourished to start with. So what's the point? So get your diet right first, eat plenty of good food, and then if you fancy trying this, go for it. But just make sure you're seeking the advice of a trained professional or someone who's done this before. I was very reluctant to do this to start with until I really started to investigate it, spoke to people that had done it before. I know a very, very great bloke who's done a full 5-day fast, and you know, he's very healthy. He's still got plenty of muscle on him, but he's experimenting with his body to gain a better body awareness and to learn more about how the body works and how it responds to food, because we don't know it all, and the food manufacturers definitely don't know it all, and the stuff they do know, they are lying to you on their packets. So please don't read the packaging on food because it's crap. You know, if it comes out the ground, you can eat it, fair enough. If it's in a packet and it's advertised as low fat and great for your body, question it, because it's in a packet, so it probably isn't. It's probably not very good for you. So yeah, I'm on day 3, and I'll be honest with you, I did break my fast early today, purely from a point of view of my dinner last night was not very healthy. It was my anniversary, and my other half had bought us pizza from Pizza Hut. That's more of a private thing. That was a bit of nostalgia for us. When we very first got together, we used to get pizza every so often and sit in bed and watch TV. Sounds really exciting, huh? But that's what we did last night, and I could already tell my body was hungry by 3 o'clock this afternoon. Rather than being able to wait till 5, I have broken my fast already, purely because my body was craving nutrients and I had to give it something. So I've already had a massive omelette and a smoothie. So yeah, days 1 and 2 went fine. I felt pretty good. I've had plenty of energy, and I've already taught 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've taught 6 classes already this week on, you know, what seems to some people is not very much food. It is lots of food. At the end of the day, though, it's not a problem if you're having, 1,000 calories. If it's really, really good food, you're not doing your body too much harm in the short term. When you're constantly eating small amounts spread across the day, you're eating, say, 800 calories a day, but it's not nutritionally dense food, and you're doing that for a long period of time, that's when you go into starvation mode. A 7-day intermittent fast with good food and a good knowledge of your body is not going to push you into starvation mode. That's not how it works. So, yeah, let me know what you think about this, because it's obviously something that people get quite funny about or have their own opinions on. But hopefully this has given you a bit more knowledge as to why people do it, and hopefully it's given you a better opinion on why I'm doing it. So, that's all for now. Thank you very much. See you later.